Hi. இன்னைக்கு நம்ம கூட இருக்கிறது Armando Di Lillo, our Italian actor, director, and writer. He has written 3 books. So, hi, how are you?
Hi, it's so nice to be here today.
Yes, we are so glad to have you.
I'm happy to be here too.
Yes, and we know you as a director, actor, and a writer. Could you please tell me about something personally about you?
Well, I was born in the south of Italy. I'm 28 years old right now, and I've been living in Rome mostly and in Edinburgh in Scotland. So I like to go around. Now I'm in the south again because of this emergency that happened. But I'm sure the next year is going to be better, so I'll be able to fly again back to Scotland and, go back and forth between Italy and Scotland, which is very nice.
And you have acted in various movies and feature films. Which one is your favorite movie?
That's a very hard question because I like all the movies that I've done. I don't want to say that I like my first movies, my first short movies, but of course I have more affection to them. For example, My King, that's one of my very first short movies that I've realized. I'm also an actor in that one, so probably for the challenge that I faced during that kind of shooting, during that short movie, probably that's the short movie that up to now, until now, I like the most. Just because as an actor, it was a very, very big challenge for me.
What is the biggest challenge you have faced in directing a movie?
Well, the biggest challenge in directing a movie is, of course, being patient enough. Taking care of all the aspects, because as a director, you must be, if you want to be a director, you must be patient, because you need to take care about so many things. You need to care about the actors, about the scenes, the photography. So everything is under your control. So if you lose someone or if you lose something, some elements, it's going to be a total mess. So I think that probably the biggest challenge for a director is the ability of, being patient, being kind with other people, and being able to be open, to every problems that you could face during the realization of a short movie or a theater show. You must take care of everything, and you must be patient about everything, because you sometimes, especially on a set, during the realization of a movie, you don't know what will happen next. It means you have a schedule, but sometimes something is going to happen and everything could change in a second. So you must be patient enough, like I was saying, and able enough to face every problem that you have on set.
Okay. You have wrote 3 books and published 3 books in Italian. And when did you first realize you wanted to be a writer?
Well, I've started when I was just I think 5 probably. So I started very young. I didn't write books when I was younger, novel. I just wrote poetries, and I used to do some comics. So the combination between drawing and writing was always present into my creations. I started to write the first book, my very first novel, when I was 16. When I was 16, and I published it when I was like 21, the first edition. So yeah, I started when I was quite young, pretty young.
Okay. Do you have any ideas to publish in English for Indian people?
Yeah, I'm working on the English translation of my novels. So now there are people working for me doing that. And I hope that maybe next year I'll be able to publish the 3rd novel, La Gabbia. That means the cage in English too, in English language. I have never thought honestly about Indian, because I didn't know so much about Indian market for my books, so I have no idea about that. If you say that I should try, I'll try. Yeah, I think I will start in English, at the beginning, so I could easily spread all around the world. Because of course, when I publish in Italian, it's a book only for Italian people who are able to speak Italian. You know what I mean? So when I'll have those books published in English too, I'm gonna hopefully spread worldwide.
Okay. How did you feel when you received your first award?
It was a very nice emotion. I mean, it was very, how can I say, the first experience that I did on set, it was just me and a friend. I didn't really want to be part of festivals with that short movie because I know that it was a kind of experimentation that I was doing with this friend of mine who is also a great actress. So we said, okay, let's do it. Let's start because it was our first, very, very first project together. And we said, let's start. We did a short movie, my very first short movie, and it received so many awards. It was completely unexpected because I wasn't working for that, I wasn't even considering that short movie able to win some award. So when I won the first one, I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. If that's something that I can achieve with a project that I did just in one afternoon with a friend, imagine what I could do with a proper crew, with a proper cast, and with a great organization. And then I started. So I said, okay, fine. I received these awards with this short movie. Let's do something bigger. Let's do something, better. And so I did. So yeah, the first thing that I thought when I received the first award was like, really? For that movie? I didn't expect that, but it was great. It was nice, very nice.
Yes. I saw on your Instagram page that you have also an acting school. Could you please tell me about that?
Yeah, I've opened an acting studio. I've been the organizer and the creator of a school for 4 years. Then I closed that one, and now I have my personal studio. So hopefully, for now, I'm just doing online classes. I hope that from next year or maybe the end of this year, I'll be able to do live classes again because, with all these emergency that happened, it is very hard to organize live classes. My acting studio focuses on technique that's called practical aesthetics, and I've learned this technique in Scotland when I've been in Scotland last year, and I'm trying to bring this technique in Italy because there is no one teaching this technique for now in Italy, and there is no material in Italian for actors who are interested in this technique. So I mostly focus on acting for camera. So I do, acting on camera classes with camera, with a screen where people can see themselves after shooting the scenes. So it's a constant practice during the classes. It's not all about the theory. You have theory classes, but you must do all the work in front of the camera because I like that part. You must have the practice section to be able, to use the camera properly.
Okay. Do you have any message or note for Indian people or your followers in Instagram? Do you have any special message?
Well, I say, first of all, thank you. I didn't expect to have followers in India. That's nice to know. No, one day, one of my dreams is to visit India. So I think I'll go there as soon as I can. And maybe you will be my guide there around the places. It would be very nice. So one day I'll be there and I hope to see you in person.
Yes. Yeah.
All of you, all my followers, my fans.
Yes. Yes, and thank you so much for this interview and sharing your knowledge and valuable time with us. Thank you so much, and wish you all success in your life.
Thank you. Thank you for asking me to be part of this wonderful project that you're doing. So congratulations.